Really proud of our guys. We didn't play particularly well on the road last year. It was something we really emphasized going in this year, understanding that we got to win some games on the road in our league to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And extremely proud of our guys. It was an outstanding team win. We answered offensively. We answered in special teams. We played great red zone defense. I mean, we did things that good football teams do on the road in this league. It's a very explosive offense. I'm extremely proud of. We may have given up some yards, but I could care less about yardage. It's about points. When you get in the red zone, you play good red zone defense. But the answers offensively, they get the field goal. We answer with another drive right back down the field to steal back the momentum of the game on the road. The kickoff return, again, was huge for us, a huge momentum swing in the game. But I am really proud of our players, our staff, and the job that they did preparing in this ball game, and I open up for any questions.
Were you surprised that they committed to the run so early and really stuck with it?
Well, I think that they're trying to protect their defense a little bit. And I think they wanted to run the ball to eat a little more clock. And, you just got to be patient. Crockett's a really good player, and so is Whitner. And they're going to hit some seams. Don't get caught up in stats, okay? Let them get in the red zone. They're going to have a hard time running it. They're going to pass zones. They're going to condense. We're going to make some plays. So that's what we were able to do. They have a really explosive offensive football team. But I felt like early in the game, I told T-Rob after the first series, they're going to protect the defense right now. And they were sold out on stopping the run. We had a lot of things on the perimeter offensively. We did a nice job of executing those things, and we got a little bit more on the edge running in the second half, which helped us. The big thing in the second half I saw was third down defense and third down offense. We stayed on the field, we maintained drives, and we got off the field on third down defensively.
Did your 5 DBs play every single snap today?
I believe so. We felt pretty good. We were 38 snaps, I think, at halftime. I think for the game, we're right at 70 or 80 or so. So, and it's a cool night. We felt pretty good about it. So,
And how important was it rotating that front six against that kind of pace?
Well, when they sub, you're allowed to sub. That's the thing about college football. So whenever we saw a sub going in, we were going to sub our guys. I never want our big guys playing that many consecutive snaps in a row.
Josh Heimer was first offenders. You said on Tuesday that this would prove, the Mayor's Cup, bringing it home. You were talking after the game. What does it mean for the Mayor's Cup? Does this prove that Columbia is really in South Carolina?
Well, it is this year. But again, I'm proud of our players. That's the first thing I presented to them in the locker room, and they were excited. Now, you know what? It sprained his foot. I think he's going to be fine this week. He did not make the trip. That was something he practiced early in the week and thought we were going to be okay. And he's got a mid-foot sprain, and it's nothing that's surgical. It's nothing that's going to be a long term. But when he gets sore, he has a hard time planting and cutting off of it, especially on turf out here. Didn't think it would be a good situation.
With Hayden on that kind of the jet sweep to score the last touchdown, is that just the kind of play that you can trust for him because he is so big and strong?
It's not about plays, it's about players. And that's what we've got dialed up is how are we going to get number 1, number 89, number 80? I mean, we're going to get them the ball. So find different ways to do it. A.J. Turner, we're getting creative with him. And what a fantastic run he made on their sideline, after he got dinged pretty good on a kickoff return. So really proud of A.J. So, again, I think it's all about getting those guys the ball, finding creative ways to continue to do that as the year goes on.
Well, how do you feel about Jemias Williams?
Yeah. Was really good. Number one, it started out with a disguise. They thought we were in quarters coverage, and he thought he had the flat wide open, and he made a fantastic play on the ball. But he's extremely quick, heck of a play down here in the end zone to end the game. Battles, and that's one of his most, talented attributes is his competitive edge. The guy competes, and we're going to continue to get guys that go compete all the time.
Well, do you think that the message is kind of sunk in not to pick Deebo Samuel for the rest of your
I don't know. I think they need to keep trying to.
You said it was already sold out to stop the run in the first half. Did they do that in the second half? Did they just execute better? What was the difference?
No, I think that we did a better job getting the ball in the perimeter a little bit. The inside zone is a base run for us. That's something our guys believe in. We get the double teams. That's a run that wears on a defense as the game goes, and that's something we feel very comfortable running. And when you got Tyson and Rico, that's their most comfortable run. Second half, we got the ball in the perimeter more. They were sinking their edges in. We got the bubble out more. That was off the run game and RPO. So we got to continue to do those things. Well, he's a hard runner. I mean, he's a guy that, again, we got 3 really good backs, and Mon Denson as a 4th, who's a really good player too. So whoever has the hot hand, we're going to go with. And it felt like he was getting some positive yardage. He was getting some bull yardage after contact, and we went with him.
Will 2-0, first 2 games away from home. How do you talk to you guys about handling maybe some raised expectations now from the outside?
Our guys will handle it fine. I really believe that. I think this is a pretty grounded group. They understand it's about our preparation and how we go about our business. We are really excited to get back home to Williams-Brice in front of our fans, and I know it'll be an electric environment. We got the best fan base in the country, and we can't wait to play in front of them.
How impressed are you with the play of special teams and offense these first 2 games?
Well, again, we spent a lot of time on special teams, and that's maybe what was so frustrating last year at times was people have no idea how much time we spend on coverage units, on return units. But when you have a guy like Deebo Samuel, it makes it look good because he's going to make some guys miss. He's a competitive guy. He's going to go after it every snap. So, again, extremely proud of how he performed. Javon Charleston, what a fantastic play he made. The heads-up play takes their gunner and throws him into the returner. So, therefore, it's not catch interference. I mean, just a heads-up play by that guy. So, I mean, that's those sort of plays, and Coleman Hutzer doesn't get enough credit for the job he does on special teams and our entire staff from that standpoint.
Is there anything Deebo will do now that will ever surprise you?
No, he's a good player. I'm glad he's really good with the ball in his hand, but he also is really good when it's not in his hands. And he works extremely hard, and I think that's why he has tremendous respect with his teammates, for how he handles himself. If you go, I'm not going to open practice, but if I ever did, y'all would really enjoy watching him practice.
Well, I don't think he had a touch in the first quarter. Is that something that you registered, or is that just?
No, I didn't say. I knew we had a lot of ball to play. We were going to get him the ball. We had some targets for him. We had a target on wheel route with Hayden we missed on our sideline, and then another wheel with Deebo on the other side. So we had some things called. It just didn't manifest itself to get to him.
How vital is Brian Edwards on third down? He had some big catches for you, extended plays,
Big targets, really strong hands. He's hard to press on the line of scrimmage. They played off of him, so we kind of, we read the leverage on that and hit the underneath ball. So, Brian's a really good player.
Can you tell from the sideline your defense relax when they're backed up?
I don't really like when they're down there, but we spend a lot of time in the red zone. So understanding the pass zones, condensing, what teams do in the red zone, identifying what they do in the red zone. We spend, in our camp, training camp, a lot of time down there. In order to play really good defense, you got to play good red zone defense. And part of one of our core values in our program is winning in the red zone. And that means you got to hold them to field goals. And then Javon Kinlaw was the one that got the block there on the one. We work a lot on field goal block. I mean, we work a lot on teams. That's 1/3 of the game. Well, there's no doubt. I mean, when you're putting it in a guy that can make somebody miss on a consistent level, make the first guy miss, get vertical, get some positive yards from the Gamecocks. I mean, that's always good.
It's still pretty early in the game, but how big were those 3 plays in a row you had to go to turn into live just to get momentum back on your?
Well, when you're on the road, you got to kill their momentum, and they had a great crowd tonight. It was an outstanding atmosphere here, and so you need to make plays like that on the road to put the fire out. And then they came back and they had a good drive down there, and that's when we blocked the field goal. So those are the things you got to do on the road to win in our league. You got to make plays like that on the road.
It seemed like Javon Kinlaw, I think he got his hands on 3 balls, and each of them was a pretty crucial moment. Just how big is he in that size and being able to do that in this route?
Well, you look at guys inside, the ball's coming out very quickly out of the quarterback's hand. And you take guys like Ulrich and Dante Sawyer got his hand on, I believe, 2. Javon, I know, got his hand on 2. We ask those guys just to push the pocket, collapse the pocket on the quarterback, condense his vision, and get your hands up and knock ball down. That's affecting the quarterback. That's as good as a sack to me. They're playing, they don't gain any yards, it's 2nd and 10, or it's 3rd and 10, or you're off the field on 3rd down. So those are all critical plays in the game to me.
You said after last year that y'all needed to evaluate the coaching staff, what y'all did there. Did y'all do anything different in school to get ready for this?
We've worked more crowd noise and things earlier in camp than we ever have, which we did last year. We've changed up our travel routine a little bit, or we've bumped back Fridays a little bit more to give our guys some more sleep because we do everything in the morning. I think that's helped them. But we got a better football team. That has a lot to do with it. I'm sorry? Well, when you play a team like this, they're going to complete some passes. You can't get frustrated. You can't get flustered. You just got to keep playing the game. They're going to complete comebacks. Don't let one go over the top. Jamarcus had bad eyes on the one on their sideline, and then we didn't carry the vertical on the touchdown, the 61-yarder. So we had an eye control issue and a mental error. And you can't have that against these guys because he's going to take advantage of it quickly, especially with the skill that they have at those positions. So just stay on top of the rounds. Just keep playing. Don't get frustrated about a 15-yard completion. Against these guys, that's going to happen. Just keep playing the game. Get in the red zone. The zones tighten up, and let's go play. All right. Thank y'all.